Welcome back, everybody. Clint here today, here to live stream this Monday night, talk to you guys, see what's going on, see how your past week was, and ultimately just hang out. I know I'm like, 30 seconds, 45 seconds late, so you guys are just going to have to forgive me a little bit, all right? But anyway, I already see there's some funny stuff happening in the chat. And yes, we are streaming to YouTube, to Rumble, to Twitch, to my Facebook, because Facebook doesn't like guns, and the classic Firearms one is just, sometimes it exists, sometimes it doesn't, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm excited you guys are here. Tonight, I am enjoying some ammunition straight bourbon. This is some pretty good stuff. It's literally called ammunition, so that's pretty exciting, you know what I mean? But anyway, glad to see quite a few of you guys in here. No, Cody, the ATF did not get me. Hopefully not anytime soon. But anyway, let's see here, referring to that comment right there. But all right, here we go. I know. I see that I'm late. There it is, just by a minute or so. Forgive me, all right? I was dealing with my water softening system. But anyway, here we are. Oh, been a good week. I just got back from Myrtle Beach. I was down in Myrtle Beach for Gun Owners of America. They got something pretty new and exciting coming out, and something to better, I guess, reach out to their supporters with. And you guys will be seeing that here hopefully shortly, so anyway, I see a couple of you guys back around 12 noon earlier today. John Smith, Tanner Sitterman. You guys were just sitting there waiting for 6-7 hours. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for, stopping by. And hopefully you guys are here now. But anyway, John was saying, take a look at the thumbnail on that Barrett 50 BMG. Now that's the American way. Cheers. I see Leo down in your this way. This is really weird to figure out some way. I'd be a really bad weatherman. Anyway, funny to see Leo over there cheersing me as I'm cheersing you. So there you guys go. Let me know in the chat what you guys are drinking with me tonight as well. And don't forget, if you're watching this after this live stream, and you may have missed this week's live stream, that's okay. Stay tuned, because, well, pretty much every Monday night I'm here. And sometimes I'll change it up and make it a Friday night, whatever. And, but here I am this Monday. So stay tuned if you miss it, no big deal. I'm sure I'll be doing this quite often. So no big deal there. Okay. Also, I'm already seeing quite a few of the chats come through. Don't forget that, super chats exist, and that also includes on Rumble. I already see Cody over there. What's up, man? Super chats exist. So if you want to make sure that I do get to your question or comment or whatever it might be, just, send a super chat. Doesn't matter if it's only for the bare minimum. At least it pops up and I can see it, and that's good. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back on over here. Echo, hi, what's up? Echo 45 or 357? 45. Let's see here. We've got Keith over here. Evening, everyone. And Clint, 100 minutes to go. I'll check back into closer time to go. Sebastian Williams, I love weapons. I do too. All right. Keith, he commented 43 minutes left. I am here now. 32 minutes. Hopefully this guy can answer questions. That is literally what I am here for. Anything you guys might want to talk about, I am for it. Cheers to you, Keith, as well. Thank you for always being, my guy that just says, Clint, take a break, have a drink or something, Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Keith. But anyway, quick question. How does looks like the camera's having a funny time focusing on if I'm not looking at it, it wants to focus on the guns in the background. So I think that actually works out pretty well. I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. But if I'm not looking at the camera, then it focuses on the stuff in the background. I think you guys probably like that, right? So there you go. All right. Still City, what's up with you? Woohoo. What's going on? Good to see you, Voodoo 7770. Cheers. What all do we want to talk about tonight? Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. Looks like there's stuff happening with pistol brace bans, or stuff happening all over the place. So there you have it. All right. But anyway, talking about the bolt gun series. Forrest here is saying he's never been a fan of bolt guns, but the interaction is fun. Are you referring to the bolt gun series and what we're doing over there? Because I got to tell you guys, I'm not having that great of a time if you're keeping up with the series. I am a fan of Bergara. I like the rifle, but I think we're doing more than what the rifle, I'm not going to say is capable of doing, but at least with my level of expertise on a bolt gun, more than what I and the rifle are capable of doing as a collaboration. I think what's happening is we start to send more and more rounds down range, that carbon fiber barrel really starts to heat up, and my shots just start to get thrown all over the place. I swear I had it dialed, had it zeroed, and then it just opens up, and that's that. Oh, well. And yeah, Kaya definitely got the Ringer rifle. That Azrael by US Arms Co. I mean, that whole package is about a $15,000 gun. So yeah, it's pretty freaking impressive. And let me just tell you this right now. All of us have had the opportunity to shoot that gun, and all of us have done very well with it. But for the series, yes, Kaya has got it. All right. But anyway, oh man, Otter, good to see you again. Hey, we got Twitch over here. What's going on? USA 602. Derek, we love you guys in Illinois. Nice. And boom, question for Clint. What's the best state in the US to live in? You know, maybe the focus will quit being so weird if I just take my hat off and it has a face to focus on. I don't know. But anyway, what's the best state in the US to live in? You got to think weather. You got to think politics. You got to think gun laws. I don't know. You got to think taxes. I don't know. I feel like one of those Midwest states, but there's a lot of snow and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what technically would be the best state to live in. I don't know. The state of independence and being left alone. Maybe that would be pretty good, Indiana in the house. Good to see you guys. Andy Dom 130, good to see you again as well. Thanks for tuning in. Keith, cheers, buddy. Big Makowski 249. Hey, what's up? I had Twitch open. He just popped up. This is my first stream. Got the ODST Oats down over there. Well, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Big Makowski 249. Cheers to you, bud. Thank you. Indiana 2 from Otter. There it is. Scott, the Prussian Rash. Sorry. It's the AFT. ATF is not in here. Nope. Well, they might be in here. You guys seek them out. All right. But anyway, let's see here. So Jada Kiss, good to see you again too, man. Sir, what do you think about thermals over night vision goggles? Thermals are cool. But I feel like night vision, it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're just doing like a hunting thing, you want to identify a target that way, then I feel like that's where a thermal might really do well. But night vision overall gives you the capability to see at night, right? Not just body heat and body signature or heat signature or anything like that. So if you're having to walk around in the woods, you're having to actually like, maneuver your way through stuff. I feel like that would be a good way or a good thing. But I feel like a collaboration of the two, like, night vision thermal type of thing, that would be kind of cool. So, there you go. There's that. That's what I think. All the way from Ireland, call sign Wong. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Solancha. Thank you for tuning in. I got to go hang out in Ireland. Couple years ago, had a really good time out there. Beautiful country, absolutely love it. Not a fan of the gun laws, but anyway, this is a good one here. What's the knife that I carry in my belt at the range? That is the Columbia River. What is it called? Columbia River Siwi, SIWI. That's it right there. And this is a pretty sweet little knife. I like it a lot. Obviously, it's got some use to it or use on it. You can see the blade's a little, then again, it's trying to pick up my face again. Blade's got some paint on it because we did in a video where I stabbed a painted dummy, so that was kind of funny. But anyway, the Columbia River Knife and Tool, Cricket, as some people like to call it, Siwi, SIWI. As you can tell, it is not a huge knife or anything like that, but it is exactly what I like, and it is quick to get to as well. And the sheath that it comes with, little Kydex sheath, is pretty nice also. It allows you to, attach it all sorts of different ways. So it's pretty cool. All right, and let's see. Oh, I am missing the super chats. My bad, guys. So let's go ahead and get over here. Again, I told you they light up kind of nice and bright, and then I look and I'm like, I'll get to them, and then I forget, right? Anyway, Derek Rogers just wants to go over here and just say, well, just wants to be a nice guy, contribute to the channel a little bit. So thank you so much for your support, Derek. I really appreciate that. Cheers to you, sir. I think that's a new thing. For every super chat, let's take a drink. All right. By the end of this live stream, I might not be doing too well. It's up to you guys. Anyway, Flipco93 recently found your channel. I appreciate all of it. Really has helped me out. That's awesome, Flipco. I am, super excited that we've helped you out. I don't know in what ways we've helped you, but hey, somehow one way or the other, we have helped you. At least that's what you're saying here. So I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, man. It means a lot. Otter, I guess that's 2 sips. I'm gonna have to refill by the end of this. Anyway, Otter over here. Good to see you again. Recommended Nerf gun for brother defense, dart or ball. That's pretty good. I feel like the ball munition for Nerf has a little bit more pep to it, but I don't know. Go airsoft or something. There's that. We've also got those. Oh man, we did an entire video on them. They're pretty fun. We did an outside the warehouse. It was team battles. I forgot what those were called now, but they've got like the little pellets in them or something like that. But they're pretty fun. And we shot at each other. Nobody got hurt, but you definitely know you got hit. It was a good time. All right. So I feel like ball though has a little bit more velocity to it. I feel like it does. Maybe. I don't know. You guys help Otter out down in the comment section. All right. Tanner, good to see you as well. Your dealer tried multiple ways to get a hold of ADM to get me a UIC mod 2. Good choice. But never got through to them or response back. Not sure what's up with that. Instead, got a DDM4A1R3 with the Aimpoint T2 and RC2. Well, can't be mad about that, right? So the DDM4A1R3, I've got that guy sitting. Well, let me just go ahead and hide your comment really quick. That is that gun right here. If I move back, should come into focus. That's this one. Sorry, no, it's not. It's this one here. I was just getting confused. That you see right here is actually that's my Mark 18 with a LMT upper, 14.5-inch. That is not pinned and weld. That's why it's on my SBR lower. But that thing is sexy. And then that right there is my M4A1 R3 also. And I've actually got the Huxworks muzzle device pinned and weld on that one. And it sounds like you got probably a Surefire on yours. So that's pretty exciting, Tanner. That's going to be a good stuff, man. But anyway, so definitely solid choice. By the way, for those of you that didn't know, like I didn't know until I actually picked up my R3, Dana Defense on the M4A1 is a carbine length system, a little bit more gassy, things like that. But I got to tell you guys, on the R3, the M4A1 R3, it's actually a mid-length system, and it is a super soft shooting gun. I was very impressed with that. 10 out of 10 would recommend if that's what you're wanting to go for. Let's go ahead and hop on over to Rumble. Good picks, by the way, Tanner. Just solid choices all around. You got to love that. And yeah, I've got everything you're talking about. I got the RC2 over here, RC2 over here, Aimpoint T2 on my Colt M4 back here. So yeah, you and I are in the same boat, man. It sounds like we got similar taste. Good taste. All right. Got another one that came in here from Pew Pew Professional. Thank you. Cheers to you, sir. I did not pour myself a big enough glass for this. All right. Loving the channel as always. Do you guys plan on inviting John Lovell to the show at some point? Yeah. Oh, yeah. John's awesome. We've talked with him, a bit, and it's just our schedules are rough, to say the least. So we are hoping to get him on the channel soon. All right. But you guys keep like DMing him, blowing up his comment section, things like that, and seeing about all of that. All right. And see if you can get him to, hey, come on the Classic Firearms channel a little bit sooner rather than later. All right. But anyway, some good drink choices out there. I'm seeing quite a few of you guys. We've got Del Patton over here sipping some single malt in Alaska. We've got Rodog S Moonshine, baby. Haven't gone blind yet. Is it the kind you pay tax on or not? Anyway, and we've got Rebecca Walker. I'm drinking the hard stuff. H2 on the rocks. Hey, to some of us that maybe is the hard stuff, but that's all right. Well, thank you for tuning in, Rebecca. Cheers to you. We've got Michigan in the house as well. We've got Vu Win with Tito's up in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Good to see you guys. We got Blake's Triple Jam from Wade Vinson, Tito's and Iced Tea. Man, you guys are all up here. Was it a rough Monday or something? I feel like, there's so many of you guys, having a drink with me tonight. But there he goes. Pale Ale homemade. There we go. Sig, sweet and sour. Good to see you again as well. We got N.W. Jennings, Simplified Devil Dog. I was in from 2011 to 2015. It was a 35-21 and missed the people, but don't miss the bullshit. That's the truth, man. I've changed units. I've, gone from, a different duty station, things like that. And you really do miss the people. I can only imagine what it's going to be like once I'm finally out. I don't know. We'll see. Got, a few more years left there. But anyway, Piggyback Rye. There we go. Otter, also like with Rebecca, drinking some water. I am drinking the Ammunition Straight Bourbon Whiskey from California. There we go. Ironic. And I got to tell you guys, it's actually really smooth. I like it quite a bit. And I'm going to have to pour myself some more because I see more super chats coming in, and that's not good for me. Anyway, good for the channel. Bad for me. Continuing on here, Four Roses also coming in from Twitch on Titan Ares Wrath. I think I got that right on the first try. How about that? All right. And let's see here. We've got, here we go. Stephen McAllister asking a pretty good question. Do you think a dedicated 5.56 can is worth it over a 30 cal do it all can? So I'm in a unique position, right? Because I'm in the industry. I get to have a lot of different silencers and things like that. And so for me, in my situation, I would say, yeah, having dedicated 5.56 can is totally worth it. However, before I was in this position, I did have one 30 cal can as a do-all. I get that it gets expensive buying multiple silencers, multiple muzzle devices, and also multiple tax stamps for these silencers. So a good 30 cal can, you take, it's sitting on, where is it? I've got a, my Aero Precision 300 Blackout upper receiver laying around that I usually put on my Mark 18 for my home defense gun. And on that, I have my 7.62 Flow by Huxworks, and that is a really, really good silencer. You can also take a look at like the SPS 300, which is also another really good silencer by Surefire. But I do believe having a 30 cal can do it all is really nice. Now, if you start getting into an area where you have like maybe a dedicated 5.56 can for your dedicated 5.56 gun, a 30 cal can for your, whatevers, then you don't have to worry about swapping cans if you go out to the range one day and you're sitting there running mags through it. Then you got to wait for it to cool down if you want to run your opposite gun, whatever. Having multiple cans is awesome, makes life a little bit easier, but I totally get to the price of things aren't cheap. So put it this way, the answer is yes, right? The answer is to both of these, yes, 5.56 and a 30 cal can. Start with a 30 cal can so that way you can suppress everything. And then once you have it in your budget to get a dedicated 5.56 can, do that. There you go. I think that's probably what I should have said at the beginning. Anyway, Brandy, thank you for tuning in. Brandy Chandler. Hey, Clint, hope you had a great weekend. I did have a good weekend. Got to go see my mom. She lives down in Myrtle Beach. And I got to go again, hang out with Gun Owners of America. It was a good time. Office_EDC, Lagavulin for the win. Very nice. I'm a big fan of Lagavulin. I got to go to the distillery while in Scotland at one point in time, which was a lot of fun. Derek is asking me what my tattoo means. So if you guys know what the Semicolon Project is, you know that it's all about raising suicide awareness. Think about it like the author of a sentence, instead of ending the sentence with a period, continues it on with a semicolon, right? So there's no final stop. So Semicolon Project is all about raising suicide awareness. And then you've got the IGY6, I Got Your Six. You can take a look at the I Got Your Six Foundation. They're all about raising money, supporting veterans that are going through mental health crises, and ultimately getting veterans that need the help that they seek, right? And then if you take a look at everything else, IGY6, you got teal for the semicolon because that's the color that's been represented or associated with PTSD. IGY is black for a lot of the darkness that guys still carry with them. And then the red is for the bloodshed here at home and not what was taken on the battlefield, if you could say it like that. All right. So that is what the tattoo means on my arm. All right. Anyway, we've got Steve Dawson. I'll be drinking with you, but I'm between surgeries to remove a 9mm by 11mm kidney stone. Dude, I do not envy you. I've never had to experience that, knock on wood. Matt has, and he has told me it is not a good time. All right. So there you go. Sorry, you're having to go through that. Wish you the best. Drink a lot of water and God help you, man. Anyway, let's see here. Clint doing no Russian Modern Warfare 3. We'll see. Modern Warfare 3 was announced. We just dropped our top guns from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Part 2. And I wonder how you guys like that video if you've seen it. All right. And anyway, the camera is based, going back to how it likes to focus on, the cool stuff behind me. But anyway, let's see here. I know I'm behind a little bit, so let's go ahead and get to a couple more of you guys here. And Jose Fernandez, let's see your collection. You're never going to see my entire collection. All right. There's some things that I personally just, it's just one of those things where it's like, it would be a lot. I mean, one day maybe I'll go through my entire collection on camera and be like, all right, guys, here's what it is. But at the same time, it's like, if I don't really use it on video or if it's not something I'm comparing to something else, what's the point? I've got like a lot of my dad's guns, which are pretty cool. But some of them aren't that exciting, but maybe to you they are. I don't know. Well, we'll talk about them one day. All right. But anyway, let's see here. Jay Fortier, I absolutely love and appreciate your channel and all its content. That's awesome. I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. All right. And oh man, we got Austin over here as well. Austin P. That is a super chat. So cheers to me. Best state to live in is Arizona, in the mountains. Thoughts on age limits for elected officials, thoughts on suppressor under blackout for home defense in rural setting. Yeah, so age limits for elected officials. See, here's the problem with the entire age limit thing is, if the constituents, the people voting, want that senile individual in office, okay, y'all voted for him, right? Sometimes I really do agree with age limits, but look at it this way. If the people ultimately decide that they want to vote in 98-year-old whoever the hell, because this guy still seems sharp and everything that they want, okay, I guess. I don't know. I personally think that maybe I would rather see term limits instead of age limits. But if we incorporate term limits, we make that amendment, we make that change. Well, what else could be changed? So it's a slippery slope type of thing. It's one of these things where instead of incorporating more limits on people, essentially, I'd rather more people accept responsibility for their actions and for their vote. In other words, more people actually do the research on the individuals that you're actually voting for and realizing or recognizing whether or not that individual is coherent in a mental state fit for office. I don't think I need to elaborate anymore. So again, it's one of those things where it's like, in one way, it's like more laws, right? More laws. What does that create? It doesn't make anybody more safe or more free or anything like that. You're just incorporating more restrictions when people ultimately are going to do what they want to do anyway. So I don't know. I'm not too sure I really agree. I mean, I get it. Believe me, I totally get it. I definitely think that there's some people that shouldn't be in office because they're just not with it. I mean, and I'm not even talking about Biden 110%. I mean, like 98% I'm talking about Biden. But I mean, look at what happened to Mitch McConnell not too long ago. I mean, the guy's up there on the podium talking and he just dozes off. He saw the same thing that woman on the airplane, that motherfucker's not real. He saw the same thing she saw, and he just zoned out. What the hell? And then you got Nancy Pelosi. It looks like her entire face is falling off or something. I don't know what's going on with her. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of elected officials that are way too old, I mean, there's actually some that aren't even old that just aren't with it. Look at that Fetterman dude from Pennsylvania. Where's Pennsylvania? You guys in the house? What the hell were y'all thinking, Oh, I actually, let me guess. I maybe it was another machine issue or another hanging chat or something else. I don't know. But anyway, oh, God. You guys are going to kill me tonight. I can already see it. More of the super chats coming through. Before I get to more of these, just because I need a little bit of a break, let's go ahead and let me get Rumble over here because I see you guys in the chat. Don't think I forgot about you. I saw Cody Blees, Legacy Productions, first in the chat. Good to see you again, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, y'all, Clint, have a drink for me. As work with an appreciated drunk driver on the project site. Fair enough. Cheers to you, brother. And with that, I'm already getting low. Usually I have a hard time even going through an entire cup of whatever I'm drinking. And tonight's going to be interesting. All right. Let's see here. FXMLL. Hello, Clint. Good to see you as well. Again, this is Rumble, or else I would be having it pop up on the screen. But Rumble and StreamYard, the other app we use for our streaming, they just don't communicate well, but it looks like it's all working. So, knock on wood that it continues to work. Anyway, have you heard any news about AAC making 545 by 39 and 762 by 39? I do not. But the more ammo manufacturers that are making those calibers, the better. So excited if they are. We've got DWM McKinney Clint building my second AR. Should I build a 7.5? Oh my God, you're ridiculous. A 7.5 inch 5.56 pistol or 300 blackout. If you're going to go 7.5 inch, go 300 blackout. Even I think that's a little too short for 300 blackout. Like 8.5 is like my minimum for 300 blackout. For 5.56, 10.3 is my minimum. And even that, I consider it'll be a little too short. Yes, I love my Mark 18, but let's be real. As much as I like to talk about it and get everybody riled up like, oh, he's talking about his Mark 18 again. Yeah, but it's not the perfect gun. All right. So there you have it. 300 blackout for sure, though. Okay. Let's see here. In response to that, LaFell 76 says 5.56 shouldn't have a barrel less than 10.5. 10.3 is technically what the Mark 18 is, but 10.5. What's 0.2 inches? Anyway, for some of you, that might be a lot. 300 blackout would be just fine for 7.5 as it is optimized for shorter barrels. Absolutely. Missouri's in the house. Georgia's in the house. Good to see you. One Ken, DWM at McKinney, Georgia's in the house. We got Alaska Ted. Hi, Clint. Have you fired the FN reflex yet? I haven't, not yet, but I did fire the one FN that I really wanted to, and that is that one. That is the FN 510. Finally got it. Ran a drill with it not too long ago, and I got to tell you guys, it's a badass little pistol. All right. Anyway, the one Ken Springfield been great. Let's see. There we go. Great place for roots. Played my duffel bag here and never left after. Planted my duffel bag here, never left after my service ended. Got it. All right. Now I'm up to date. All right. That's awesome. Very good. AK Ted's liking the bolt gun series. That's great. And let's see here. Any idea, Cody Blees, any idea why Alaska has such harsh gun laws? It seems weird considering everyone's got a rifle up there. It makes me wonder if it's just all FUDs. Alaska Ted responded, what harsh rules? Constitutional carry, state, the second one in the country. I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with actually Alaska gun laws. I thought they were pretty lenient also. So maybe Cody knows something we don't. I don't know. But anyway, Greedo, what scope would you put on an AR-10? I'm currently looking at a primary arms 3 to 18. 3 to 18 is great. 18 power, that's going to get you exactly, I mean, for an AR-10, I don't know what barrel length you're going for. I don't know what your purpose is going to be. But like on my AR-10, I think I have a 4. I think I have a 4 to 12. That's what I think I have on mine. So, yeah, that works. But anyway, Cody's also saying he's heard from friends they don't like ARs. Oh, in Alaska, not sure. Also, Clint loved the bit with the ballistic shield in the Modern Warfare video. Will there be a review coming out? Yes, there will be. If you guys haven't seen this clip, it's actually pretty freaking funny. I could probably pull it up really quick here and show you guys and present that. Ultimately, what he's talking about is on the Modern Warfare 2 Part 2 guns. Kaya, he knew I was going to do something. He didn't know. That's what I need to show you guys, because what wasn't shown was the tea bag. That's right. All that you guys saw in this video that I'm about to show you guys right now. I've got to find it. Where is it? There it is. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and present this really quick. It is it's pretty good. How can I not? Because it's like in a messaging something. Oh man, here, I'll just save the video. But anyway, it's pretty funny because ultimately, yes, we do have a level 4 shield from Guard Dog Body Armor that they have made. And yes, we will be shooting it. We will be testing it. And really what I did was, sneak up behind Kaya and I pretty much I killed him with it, like you see in Call of Duty, and then I teabagged him. And they cut out the teabag in the video. I can't believe it. Why would they do that? You know what I mean? So, that's kind of upsetting. But other than that, download. Let's just go ahead and get that going. And I'll show you guys that one later whenever it gets loaded. All right. But anyway, I see the super chats coming through. Thank you guys so much. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what you guys got going on over there. That's going to be a lot of super chats. All right. That's fun. Anyway, so continuing on here, push through life, hashtag PTL. Good to see you again. Good to see you again as well. I swear it hasn't been that much already. Good evening, bro. Always good content. Appreciate it. Thank you. For those of you that are just tuning in, for all the super chats that are coming through, again, it doesn't matter if it's the least amount that you can contribute or what. I promised the chat that I would take a sip every time. So I got some catching up to do. All right. But anyway, hashtag PTL. It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in yet again. We've got Guy Nall. I tend to think Wyoming is the best place to live for 2A. And Wyoming came to mind. Cheers. All right. My buddy Auburn from Huxworks is out there. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Anyway, let's go ahead, continuing on. Mike, I'm super sad you choked it with the Bagara HMR. Look, I want to say something about that because I already mentioned it before. I really don't think that, I think it's a collaboration of two things. I mentioned this already once, that maybe it's my, limited experience on the Bagara, and also the fact that I'm running it probably not as it's intended with the carbon fiber barrel. That thing, I think it really does start to heat up pretty quick. Granted, it cools down pretty quick too. It does a good job at dissipating the heat, but I really start to see that shot pattern open up. And so, I don't know. Again, maybe if Bagara sent a rep out to school me, kind of like how US Arms Co. did, we'd be doing a little bit better. I'd be doing a little bit better. But that's not the case. So it is what it is. Believe me, I was pretty upset about it too. If you couldn't tell in the video, I'm actually still kind of upset about it. Hopefully we've got one more challenge with the night vision coming up. Hopefully I can make that work. Maybe having the most experience with night vision on the team, this will be where I finally shine. Everything else has been completely fucked. So, oh well. Anyway, thanks, Mike, for tuning in, though. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Tanner, again, thank you so much. All right. Good. ScalarWorks Leap 01 mount for your Aimpoint T2. Yes, it is. Also, cheers. Yep, that is the Leap 01 mount by ScalarWorks. Really nice stuff. Like it a lot. If you guys do have a ScalarWorks, though, and you're tightening down like one of the actual, like, scope rings, scope mounts, be careful not to over tighten because you can break them out. All right. Ask me how I know. Ask Military Arms Channel how he knows. But anyway, continuing on here. Ghost Shadow. Imagine if the Uniform Code of Military Justice applied to politicians. Right. Imagine. Hell, imagine if the UCMJ applied to most in the military. Cheers. Continuing on here. Curtis Hunter, thank you again. Any advice on a can to pin and weld 10.5 to 6.5 Grindle and how to clean, wanting not to do 2 stamps? Well, first of all, cheers. 6.5 Grindle. That is one I haven't really thought a whole lot of when it comes to suppressing. That is very interesting. That is also something I think I would really like to try out. So that's interesting. Hold on, let me really quick, guys. I want to see if I don't need it in slow motion. That's for sure. Maybe maybe that at the end. I just want to show you guys this really quick. So is it still not coming up? Oh, that's what I was doing. I didn't share a window. I was showing a Chrome tab. Didn't need to do that. But this is ultimately what I want to share with you guys. This is going to be pretty good. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So again, during the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Part 2 guns in real life, we filmed this little bit with Kaya, and I just wanted to share this with you guys about. There you go. Looks good. Perfect. And then that's where you think it cuts, and it doesn't. That's right. Get teabagged, Kaya. I thought you guys would appreciate that. All right. Anyway, that's all there is to that. Oh, man. Next time I'll, put up audio and everything else too, but I just thought you guys would appreciate that little bit there. All right. Oh boy. Anyway, let me get back over here. So the question was a can to pin and weld a 10.5 on a 10.5 gun for 6.5 Grindle. You don't want to do 2 stamps. So it needs to be at least, 6 inches in length, which I don't think the Huxworks cans are. So you could do the SPS 300. Keep in mind, it needs to be a 7.62 can, unless they make a specific 6.5 can that I am unaware of. But obviously, it's a larger diameter than 5.56, so keep that in mind. But yeah, so a 7.62 can, you could do like one of the Surefire 7.62 cans. The reason I mentioned the SPS 300 is because it's a little bit longer, so it'll definitely get you over that barrel length. But again, all of those have like the locking collar and everything. I'm not sure how that would work. I'll be honest. Not sure. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just don't know. But stand by. Maybe we'll do a little bit more on that. Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate it. And cheers to Begant 11. I'm not going to say I'm feeling it. I'm just not. Anyway, thinking about getting an LMT Mars H solid with a 13.5-inch barrel. In your opinion, am I losing something by not going with the 18-inch barrel? Yes, you're losing velocity, but you're also getting a really awesome cool factor. Which one do you want more of? You're also getting a little bit less weight with the 13.9, or I think it's 13.9 that the LMT Mars H is, I think. Why? So anyway, doesn't matter. It's close enough. 13.5, 13.9. So again, it's 308, it's 7.62. That 18-inch barrel, even a 16-inch barrel would be better, but if you're going to keeping it like, full-time suppressed, if you're going to be, doing more running and gunning with it, then yeah, the shorter barrel would be nice. Just find what good ammo works for that barrel length. Hopefully it gets you that, let's say, desired effect on target. You know what I mean? So there you go. Anyway, continuing on. In crew. Cheers to you. Kind of rhymes. And that's my lyrical career over because I can't think of anything else. Anyway, I see that LMT behind you. Yes, this is the LMT RAHE, like the Rahi. The reason I did that is because somebody commented at one point that's like how I would pronounce it if I were Michael Jackson. So there you go. Anyway, that is the Estonian reference rifle. Let me back up so you guys can see it. And it's beautiful. I am definitely a fan. That also, unfortunately, has a 14.5-inch pinned and weld barrel. It is true to what the Estonian forces are issued. So that muzzle device is only good for QD on GSL silencers. I think it's like the GSL 556 and some Gemtechs. I don't have either one of those. I have a Gemtech, pistol silencer, but I don't have a Gemtech rifle. So that muzzle device will be coming off. I will be taking the pinned muzzle device off. I'm probably going to put a Surefire on it. I know you guys are like, whoa, why not Huxworks? I don't know. I got Huxworks on my R3, so I'm going to go Surefire on this one and see how it does. If I don't like it, then I'll put the Huxworks on it. But this thing is super cool. It is a short stroke piston driven gun. So piston gun, which is nice. That's my first, piston gun. So I'm excited about that. And on top of that, you can buy additional plugs. Uncool thing, it doesn't come with it right out the box, but you can buy additional plugs that actually have different settings to shoot. And so it is a adjustable gas system. You just have to use different plugs. That's a really simple thing to actually remove, but you just have to buy these additional plugs. Plugs are like $50, and now all of a sudden you've got more gas escaping out the front of the gun instead of coming back into the system, blah, blah, blah. You guys get it. And so pretty excited. But yes, that is the LMT reference rifle. I think Otter mentioned last time she liked the Magpul stock. This guy here, and just how that looked. I do have the EOTech holographic, the XPS 3 with the G33 on there as well. And that pretty much how you have it, pretty much how you see it right now is pretty much how it's going to say BCM vertical grip up front. I might add a little bit more on the actual rail and stuff, but for now, I think I'm just going to keep it the way it is. I really do like it. It is a sweet shooting gun, even before messing with the system or anything. Awesome. Love it. But thank you for noticing. Anyway, Sig Sweet and Sour. Cheers. Appreciate it. Classic has had a huge impact for the next generation of gun owners. Thank you guys. Man, maybe it's a little bit of the whiskey, but I will say that actually got to me a little bit. Put it this way. How is it that somebody like me can be so blessed to get into a profession where I get to talk with you guys and discuss something I am so passionate about, and then get to the point where I have a platform and I'm not only talking with you guys, but as Sig Sweet and Sour here says, also impacting future generations of not even just gun owners, but Americans that are going to have every opportunity granted to them to make some serious change. When you think about it, it's not just, playing Call of Duty. I want to see how this gun shoots in real life. Oh, Classic Firearms has a video on that. Let's click on that and see what that's about. Hey, what happens from here? It really is actually a humbling thing. It feels amazing. And I really hope that everybody at some point in their lives, especially all of you watching, because you're here with me hanging out, I really hope that you guys get to have this feeling one day where you're doing something you truly love, you're truly so passionate about, and people recognize that, and then you somehow are influential to future generations of people being involved what you're passionate about, it blows my mind. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. That just means everything. And Marty Stevens, he's just having fun with me over here. Cheers. Again, for all of you that are tuning in, for every super chat, taking a drink. I'm not going to feel good tomorrow. Anyway, Smart Shooters LLC, Rostic Arms, just coming through to say what up. Good to see you, man. Dale Rostic in the house. And you'll be happy to see your rifle right there. There it is. See it? The camouflage and everything with the boop. So my initial thoughts, as soon as I took this thing out of the box, first of all, the Cerakote job is fantastic. It feels great. The gun looks good. The fit, the finish, everything. And I really like what you did with the lower receiver. YouTube's funny. Everywhere else we stream to would be fine with this. But YouTube, if I were to pick up my Rostic RA15 right now and show the camera what I'm talking about, the stream would probably end. So don't want that to happen. Anyway, your design on the lower receiver is genius. Granted, I'm taking notes for you and everything, and I'll give you some feedback in some time, especially once I can send more rounds with it. But it's one of those things where, you know how Daniel Defense with their stock, with their rail, you can identify that firearm just by the rail and the stock, perhaps the grip even alone, right? You went one step further and made it what I believe actually a smarter decision. And that signature design on the lower receiver that's actually in the metal, in the lower receiver. It's not a paint job. It's not engraving. It's actually part of the actual molding of the lower receiver. That is a signature. And anybody shooting one of your guns, it'll be very obvious to anybody else once they know your product. Oh, that's a Rostic, So that, in my mind, was genius to begin with anyway, especially since you're putting out a quality product. This is the RA15 Premium. This does have the Surefire War Comp. And I'll tell you, when I saw the position that you had it timed in, I was like, that seems like it's pretty far over. Again, seeing if I had another War Comp laying around and I could show you guys what I was talking about. But ultimately, the way Rostic Arms has the Surefire 3-prong War Comp timed is really heavy to the right. Now, you might think, and even on Surefire's little manual about how to time that muzzle device, it says, yeah, you can put it at, like the 230 position, and that'll make it a little bit nicer shooting for a right-handed shooter. Well, it seems like where Rostic Arms put it was a little bit further over, and I didn't know if I was going to like that initially, but having shot it a little bit now, it's like, damn, this thing is all right. So he obviously took the time to figure out what was going to work best for the Surefire War Comp 14.5 pin and weld on the actual RA15, and it shoots very, very nice. Phenomenal trigger, gun feels great, and all of that is just out of the box impression. Of course, I've already run a couple mags through it. Believe me, I haven't beaten it up yet. You'll know when I do. And I gotta tell you, it's nice, man. So good job on it so far. I know I haven't taken my drink yet, so cheers to you. Thanks for tuning in again, man. And yeah, I'll let you know how the rifle how it performs, after I drag it behind my car and stuff. I would say I'm kidding, but I told you I was going to put it through its paces and give you my feedback, and that's what I plan on doing. So anyway, thanks again, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. Tanner, good to see you again. You are killing me, bro. Appreciate it. Anyway, my favorite bolt gun to shoot is my Bergara 22 Creedmoor. Do you have any experience with that caliber? I do not. None whatsoever. I can imagine it sounds like a cool round, but I ain't got no experience with it. So, let me know all about it, all right? But anyway, Eli Yek, would you say Canik is as reliable as Glock? Ooh, I do need to take a drink before this one. Eli, thanks for tuning in, though, and thanks for the chat. Would I say Canik is as reliable as Glock? Glock is definitely more proven. They've been around longer, and what more can I say about that? Glock is probably going to be considered one of the most reliable firearms ever made. Now, I have seen Canik tested. I have seen Canik put through its paces. I've seen plenty of their pistols shot a lot, right? And they also have some Canic pistols that have got tens of thousands of rounds through them before anything's swapped out. I can't say in with 100% confidence that I believe Canic is as reliable as Glock. Ask me another 20 years from now when my Canic Mate MC9 that I currently have, or my Canic Rival S that I currently have, and I've got more rounds put through those than God knows what. Ask me then. You know what I mean? It's like proven with time. But of course, here in the United States, Canic there isn't considered to be widely used, if at all, as a sidearm for any agency. Glock, however, is. And so we definitely see where, Glock has been proven in that way. The irony is SIG and the 320, which again, still a fan, also technically not as proven as Glock, but was quickly adopted. But you never heard about Canic having a round go off if it was dropped in some sort of way. So cringe as much as you want or whatever else, but can I say it is as reliable as Glock? No, I can't, because I don't know. But I can tell you right now, they are hella reliable, and they feel a lot better, and they look a lot better than a damn Glock 2. So there you go. Oh, man. In crew, I sent you a DM on my Instagram of my 12.5. I will check that out. Thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate it. Fucking killing me, Smalls. Oh, man. You guys are the best. Otter's showing up now. Don't drink for this one, but you have a mission. Last week, Kaya did not know what Sons of Liberty Gunworks was, so I am bestowing it upon you to teach him, or else. I am a man of my word, so taking a drink. Thanks again, Otter. Appreciate it. And it's okay. Kaya didn't know something. I feel like he knows. He just didn't realize he knew. You know what I mean? Like if you were to see the logo, see the guys, he might know, but that's okay. I think we need to do more with them anyway and start carrying. You and I talked about this last time or 2 live streams ago, or however long ago it was, talking about actually getting some of their products on the website. They've got a good reputation. They do good shit. They make great guns. Probably not a bad idea to talk to them and get them on the website too. You know what I mean? So there you go. Anyway, God dang you, in crew. LMT 12.5. Well, that's perfect. Cheers again. All right, I'm taking a break from the the super chats. Oh, man, I'm just going to get caught up with you guys really quick. And I'm going to take actually a quick little trip over to Rumble and see what's going on over here. Flats Jeans, Clint, more thoughts on the next belt. I've had mine for a couple months. I'm liking it. The next belt is my everyday carry belt. I've got just a black standard one. And actually, I was wearing it earlier when I was actually out in the yard doing some work and stuff. And then when I changed, I didn't put my belt back on because these pants are kind of tight. So I didn't really care to, and I'm not going out anywhere. You guys are actually lucky I'm not just wearing my pajama pants. All right. But anyway, I am actually a big fan of Next Belt. I met them for the first time at the Gundies this past year, and right in front of me, they sized it up and everything. And they're like, look how easy it is. It's nice, rigid, feels good. And I'm a fan of Next Belt. So there you go. I would definitely say that. Continuing on over here, let me get to, just want to make sure I am got it. So we've got a super chat over here on Rumble. You guys know what that means. Boy, howdy. All right. From it's you again. It's you again. Professional. I'm going to actually get this memorized. Professor Blake Ass Poo Blaster. Oh, Poo Ass Blaster. That's what it was. It wasn't Ass Poo Blaster. It's Professor Blake Poo Ass Blaster 300. I'm getting an AR-10 in 308 and 6.5 Creedmoor. Both of them together, 2,000 grand. 2,000 grand. And a Sig Spear LT in 7.62x39. So you're getting a 6.5 Creedmoor, 308 AR-10s, and a Sig Spear in 7.62x39. Well, did you rob a bank or something? I mean, what the hell? But well, then again, they could also be cheap AR-10s, right? So you never know. But anyway, that sounds pretty interesting, man. I would say good on you. What barrel lengths are you going with on the AR-10s? And the 7.62x39 Spear LT honestly is a really fun gun to shoot. It's awesome. We featured it on what is it, CF contest at some point, and it's pretty badass. It's nice. Sig actually put in the work, and you guys, I'm sorry, I'm reading more of the chat. I get distracted. I kind of want to I try to keep things entertaining. So I try to read what some of my next comments will be before I get to you guys, but sometimes I get really distracted, and you guys are sometimes absolutely hilarious, and so that makes it pretty fun. Also, I just got another super chat over here on Rumble. Thanks, Cody. God, man, you guys are... can we see a video comparison of the IWI Zion, Tavor, Carmel, Galil? Once the Carmel comes in, we got it in. Would be cool to see how their battle rifles all compare. So, yes, I think a IWI day would be pretty cool. I got to tell you, the Carmel kind of reminds me of like the Israeli ACR, kind of, just not as polymer-y. All right. It's neat. I haven't shot it yet, but my friend Ava Flanell, she's really tight with IWI and everything. She seems to like it a lot. And, I got to tell you, it looks cool. It looks big, looks bulky, but it does look cool. And I am really interested in seeing how it performs. So thanks, Cody, for that. Stay tuned. I'm pretty sure that'll come up. All right. Let's see here. Coming on through. I know I missed a couple here. Let me get back. Oh, man, you guys are... There we go. Just because I saw you have my name in all caps there. Is that a Bronco? That's pretty... Where is that? Is that like a... It looks almost like a toy car that's climbing on like a fake iceberg or something. Is that a toy car? That looks like a toy car. Anyway, Clint, do you like... Maybe if I read the question. Clint, do you like RC cars? Like, do you like the RC hobby? That's an RC car, isn't it? Context clues. Anyway, I do like RC cars. I can't say can I say I like the hobby? I haven't really participated in the hobby. I can see how much that stuff costs when you really get into it, especially like some of the gasoline powered stuff. If I'm being honest with you, though, if I were to get into something RC, it would probably be planes. Like, have you seen like the big World War II RC planes? Those are cool as shit. Or like the RC plane, like, Midway reenactments and stuff like that. That shit's cool. All right. That's the type of stuff I think I'd be interested in. But RC cars are badass. I will say they look a lot of fun, a lot more affordable and a much more affordable hobby than real cars. That's for sure. So there you go. Anyway, oh my God. All right, hold on. I obviously missed quite a bit in the chat. You said drink twice. YOLO, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, by the way, before I take that sip, Blackout Coffee, not sponsored. I don't get a dime from Blackout Coffee Company. I just like supporting my friends and Gun Owners of America, where if you take a look right back there, there's my Gun Owners of America hat that I just got from this weekend, another one. And my buddy Jared, you guys know him as Guns and Gadgets. He does have a he part owns Blackout Coffee. So I got this mug that I rarely drink coffee in, but I drink a lot of scotch and whiskey in. That's not true. I actually drink it in the mornings with my Blackout Coffee, in my GOA No Compromise blend. And then in the evenings, especially Monday evenings, I have my whiskey with you guys. So cheers. Anyway, all right, y'all quit simping for Otter. I see you guys in the comment section. All right. Oh my God. I probably wouldn't have said anything, but here we are. Speaking of which, Classic Firearms helped me learn a lot about firearms and my 2A rights, whatever that face is. And that's awesome. Guys, treat Otter with respect and quit simping. And I will say, again, it means a lot to me that we've got people in the chat. Last week, Gun Owners of America was actually in the chat. John Crump was in the chat. We've had previous giveaway winners in the chat. And we've got people that have ultimately started their entire firearm infatuation because of this channel and from what a few of you have said, me even. And I got to tell you, one of the biggest compliments or, boost to my ego or pride is when somebody says, I built my first AR because of you. And that shit is fucking awesome. So cheers to all of you guys. I see I see you guys over here with the super chats again. Cody, and let's see, Professor Blake Pooh asked Blaster 3000. I am getting a DB10 and 6.5 Creedmoor and a 20-inch barrel and a Wyndham and 308 16-inch barrel. Nice. So you've got your DMR set up, or your long range engagement rifle with the 6.5, and then you got your battle rifle in the Wyndham. Solid. All right. Thanks. There we go. Continuing on. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. And you guys are so freaking funny. All right, hold on. Let me back up a little bit. RC delinquents. There's more RC car people in here. All right, so what's up with the RC stuff? What, are you guys friends? Are you guys hanging out over here? We got Pew Pew Daily over here. What's up, dude? Good to see you as well, man. Hey, you remember the Gundies? You remember a few times where you've hung out and shit got weird? Shit's getting weird, bud. Anyway, going back, I missed it. Where'd it go? RC delinquents. Yeah, the 510 is awesome. If you follow me on my personal Instagram, Magdump_Morgan, you'll see that I've already put up some 510 action. If you don't, I guess you won't see that. But with that, I will say that I am a really big fan of that pistol. So far, I've only got a couple mags through it, barely. And we'll see how it does with time, kind of like how I was talking about with Canik versus Glock the other minute, where it's kind of like, hey, are we, I'm sorry. Are you single? I'm happily engaged. Oh my God. No simping allowed here. This is a simp-free zone. Anyway, so yeah, the 510 action's coming, all right. But the RC car guys, you guys know each other? You guys friends? What's up? Are you guys taking over the chat? What's going on? But anyway, Michael, thanks, man. I needed a break. I'm doing all right today, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having quite a bit of fun over here. And Peppity's nuts. Oh God, Clint saying YOLO. What's next, bruh? Dude, how many times have I said bruh? I say bruh quite a bit. All right, there you go. Nemo Arms or Daniel Defense 308. Shit. Okay, that one I didn't proofread. So I'm so Nemo Arms, I've had quite a bit of experience with them. They make some pretty damn cool guns. I do like a lot of their controls, like the ergonomics, like the way they look, like the way they feel. They're just that high-end badass rifle. The DD5, I haven't had a lot of experience with personally, but it's solid. Actually, the one that I'm really impressed with, the DD5 V5 Gen 2, that again is the longer barrel one, and the Gen 2 models are pretty much the R3s of the 308 or the AR-10s that Daniel Defense has to offer. In other words, you've got the exact same ambi controls that I have grown to love on my M4A1 R3, now on the Daniel Defense AR-10s, the DD5s. So that's a really difficult question. Look, man, I'll look at it this way. It's going to come down to a looks thing for me in this one, because if you prefer how the Nemo Arms looks, because they go really flamboyant with their stuff, go with that. If you kind of like, just the cool, basic, streamlined look of the DD5s, Gen 2 specifically, if you're going to go with a Gen 1 of the Daniels, then just go with the Nemo in my mind. Sorry, I said it, but the Gen 2s are pretty much like, again, the R3s with the ambi controls. That's where it's at. So that's what I say there. All right. Anyway, continuing on over here. Yep. Boom. Michael, I just talked about having, previous winners of giveaways and stuff like that. Michael won our first SMG 45 giveaway. And Michael saying, I am honored to be a previous winner and tell people every day about Classic Firearms, the best place on earth and awesome people there. Michael said, hey, I'm not going to say we expect it, but you did get a free SMG 45 from us. All right. So no, dude. Hey, of course it's not expected whatsoever. And we also understand previous winners, if they don't really care to, say that they won anything, we totally get it. But there's quite a few other winners out there that say, absolutely, I'm proud of it. This is badass. What a wonderful time. And Michael, I got to say, thank you, dude. It's great that, hey, we follow each other on Instagram and everything else. And we kind of stay in touch. It's really cool when we come across like a winner that, wants to, just stay around, talk, send pictures of them shooting with their guns and stuff. And yeah, we kind of become like friends and everything. It's pretty fucking badass, So there you go. Pew Pew Daily. Seems like every time we've hung out, she's gotten weird. Hey man, is this where we say no homo, or are we just cutting that out, right? Actually, I'm not sure I'm allowed to really say that, but whatever. It's Pew Pew Daily. Cheers, dude. And that wasn't even a super chat. Anyway, by the way, Little Birdie whispered that the Gundies this year is going to be in Vegas. So I definitely think I want to host a red carpet again for that event. And the irony is it always takes place just a couple weeks after SHOT Show. So we'll be in SHOT Show, we'll be in Vegas for SHOT Show, turn right back around, if the Gundies are in Vegas, turn right back around and do that again. Granted, I'm going to really miss seeing the rhinos and the kangaroos out at Drive Tanks and Ox Ranch, but it's still going to be a good time, I think. So anyway, by the way, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. Last year, I did win a Gundy for most influential male, which again blows my mind. And I think that's just because you guys that follow me and stuff like that just kept voting constantly. And I think a lot of people, a lot of like Grantham's followers and stuff just didn't give a shit to actually like go and follow. And he also didn't promote it, so that's on him. But he did win quite a few other categories. Imagine that. But I'm going to run again, maybe for a different category. I don't know. I'll be in something though. All right. But anyway, continuing on here. I know I've got a couple more of the super chats come through. Oh man. Let's do it. All right. Artemis. Can you eat while you drink? I probably should, to say the least. Thank you, Artemis, for the super chat. It's always good to see you in here. You're awesome. So thank you. And since it's a super chat, here we are. Anyway, yeah, probably eating something's not a bad idea. Will this be the first time I have like an intermission in my live stream or something? Nope. Because I'm not a quitter. All right. 762 Gamer, good to see you again, man. Finally bought that Down-X Char. Good to get Char. Finally bought that Down-X chair. Good to go. Cheers. Cheers to you. And I got to tell you, it was honestly just one of the more affordable things on Amazon. And it's not bad. Somebody else was saying in the chat that they didn't like it. They didn't like, they thought it was kind of uncomfortable, whatever. I think it's pretty nice. This one came with like a little lumbar like massager too. I don't use it because it's weird, but just throwing that out there. I like the little pillow thing too. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's made in China, but whatever. Isn't everything. Okay, continuing on here. How are you liking it though? I like mine quite a bit. Cryo SL7. Thanks, bro. I'm gonna need a refill again soon. All right, continuing on here. 5 to 9, Minnesota Farmer up in here. Alex Pro Firearms, based in Alexandria. Magnum AR platform, 243, 308, 65 Creedmoor, 22, 250, 7mm rim mag, 300 Win mag. Are you asking me which one? There's a lot, dude. 300 Win mag. All right, cool. Continuing on. Mike Riley, Clint, new AR-10, mid-range scope you would use. Cheers. Let's see. Mid-range scope that I would use. Look, on my Sig Spear over there, I've got, it's expensive, but it's really, really nice. It's the Leupold Mark V HD. It's their 2-10. That's probably one of my most favorite mid-range LPVO scopes out there. Now, some of you might be thinking like, hey, that seems kind of low powered for an AR-10. And yeah, that might be right. But for most purposes, and to be very practical, I actually think that a lot of the magnification that we get on a lot of these optics today, like a 5-25, it's really cool. But if you're throwing that on a 308, it's overkill. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need really a 25 times magnification. Granted, again, I always say, hey, it's good to have a positive ID on your target before you take the shot. And yes, with a larger increase in magnification, you get that, right? Which is great. But as far as shooting practicality goes, having something a little bit more moderate is good. So I personally like anything on my AR-10s, 308s, battle rifles, DMRs, things like that. You'll never really see me go much beyond 18 power. It just, I don't know. I feel like for the price, I'm getting exactly what I need and the performance. So let me know what you guys think. I'm trying to keep up with the super chats. I promise you guys. I'm also trying to keep up with the regular live chat, and I am losing. So on to the next. RC Delinquents. There you go again. Asking on behalf of @ChrisDBim. So now we've got people that are sending in super chats that are just trying to get people in the live chat their questions asked. Great. Asking Chris DeBim, what are your thoughts on the PSA Jackal 5.56 13.7 for a left-handed battle rifle? All right, so really quick, this is twice now that I've heard the term battle rifle used when describing a 5.56 gun, and I don't. So this is the. I don't want to call it OCD because I don't suffer from OCD. At least I don't think I do, even though I like to have certain things a certain way. I think that's just organization. Don't look at my desk. But I will say this. Battle rifles, by definition, are full rifle powered rifles, calibered rifles like 7.62 NATO, like 7.62 by 54R, and so on and so forth, like 6.5 Creedmoor even. 5.56 isn't a full power. That's an intermediate cartridge, right? Now, granted, it can handle its own, obviously, but in this case, I see where you're coming from, and the Jackal, I don't have any experience with it. PSA, at the end of the day, is technically a competitor to classic firearms, as is Brownells, as is Tactical Shit, as is so many other online retailers. The thing about PSA is they are also a manufacturer, though, and there's no denying that they do manufacture a lot of interesting firearms. Now, with all that being said, we might be competitors in the market in this industry. But at the end of the day, I do believe that we are all allies when it comes to preserving the Second Amendment. And yes, you will see me hang out and be friends with Caleb from Brownells. Plenty of the Palmetto State Armory employees I know personally and I consider friends. And then on top of that, TJ from Tactical Shit is awesome. I did beat him in a competition. So, so again, it's one of those things where it's good to have that intertwined, right? But it's only on my live streams that you'll ever, again, the company, things like that. I'll really talk about PSA and any experience that I have. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot just because of the nature of my job and stuff like that. So with that being said, as far as what I have seen from the Jackal, it seems legit. It seems really cool. 13.7 is a great barrel length. Ask Otter that you guys are all in love with. And you will see, I think that's great. I think 13.7, again, it's short for 5.56, yes. But depending on its mission and ultimately what you want it to do, you'll be good. So there you go. There you have it. All right. Cool. All right, I gotta take a break. There's still there's still a lot of the super chats coming in. I see you guys. I love you. Thank you so much. You're all amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut over to the live chat. I'm afraid to see what all I've missed over here. And so just give me a second to try to see. So, John, would 300 Blackout be considered a battle rifle? No, it would not. It might reach the diameter needed, like diameter. Oh boy, here we go. The diameter needed, like 7.62. However, take a look at 8mm Kurtz, which is the same chambering that the STG-44 is in, and that was the first assault rifle, not battle rifle. Assault rifles do exist. Assault weapons don't. The mug I'm drinking out of could be considered an assault weapon, right? An assault rifle is a real thing. That is a select fire capable, magazine fed, intermediate caliber chambered rifle. All right. Not in this case considered a battle rifle. 300 Blackout isn't, because it doesn't have the power behind it like 7.62 NATO, like 7.62 by 54R. What's a German battle rifle? Why am I drawing a blank? Think of like the BAR. The BAR was a light machine gun, but it's magazine fed, not belt fed, could arguably be a battle rifle, right? The SCAR H, the SCAR 17, that's a battle rifle. It's chambered in 7.62 NATO. There's a lot of them out there. Technically, the AR-10, the AR-10 is a multi-role in my mind. You can have it set up as a battle rifle, as a DMR, whatever you want to do, as a designated, or even as a precision rifle, depending on the caliber and stuff. So there you go. But anyway, just continuing on here. Gilly Shooter, how could someone not get along with Caleb? He's just so damn dapper. Yes, he was voted most dapper, something like that. And when he won his Gundy, Caleb is awesome. I'll never forget my first time meeting him. I can't remember if it was at SHOT or the NRA show, but he approaches me and he told me that he is a fan of my videos and would like to get a photo together. And I said, dude, I'm a fan of your videos. And this is Caleb from Brownells, and awesome dude. What more can I say? Just a solid guy, and his hair is phenomenal. All right. So there you go. Continuing on. All right. I'll get some more of the super chats in just a moment, but I haven't shouted out my buddy Rusty Shackelford in the chat, and bam, 8mm Mauser, get some. I'm not doing it right now. And look, the way my desk is set up right now, or actually it's not my desk, it's the way my camera is set up, that would require a lot of movement. But again, there's another camera here. There's my ear pro. I don't know why this is here. I have a tourniquet here. Another hat. By the way, if you don't have a cleaning kit, you need a cleaning kit. This is one of my Otis cleaning kits, brand new in the box, sitting on my desk. I do not know why. Let's see here. I've got microfiber. This is a Velcro mag pouch. Don't need it. Microfiber cloth. I've got this that I'm supposed to wear while I'm talking to you guys so I can hear how I sound, but I just don't care if you guys can hear me or not. This, I've got, the one thing that is organization on my desk isn't open. More field books than I know what to do with. Glock magazines, because I don't know why. My phone, obviously. A shot timer, because, why not? Beware headphone users. All right, turning that off. And I literally have an entire ream of paper. I'm not going to pick that up. A empty cup. A loaded 300 Blackout magazine. Don't even know where my 300 Blackout upper is. A big-ass knife for some reason. I think I used it in a video earlier. And a bunch of other little small things, like this Leupold. This is actually really nice. This is a one of my rangefinders. That camera is too close to tell. So anyway, that's my desk. That side of my desk. This side of my desk is alcohol, books, actually, underneath an Xbox controller, next to a Bluetooth speaker, next to an empty beer bottle, next to a couple of MP5 mags, next to a Boston Red Sox hat, go Red Sox, and a bunch of other things. That's my desk. Are you happy? Anyway, boom, Ghost Shadow and the agreements over here. 5.56 is not a battle rifle. You're absolutely right. All right, time to torture myself again. Going back to the super chats over here. All right, where was the last one that I did? I think that was Mike with the mid-range scope. Don't need a drink on that one because I already did it. Yep, RC Delinquents over here. CPU Geek. What's up, Geek? Hey, man, what LPVO would you recommend for a Mark 12 0 to 600 meters? The one that I have on mine, that is the Mark AR. It's a 4 to 12. Again, 12 power, 5.56, I think is perfect. Now I'm wondering if I got my Leupold Mark 5 HD confused, or if that is, I think that's actually 3 to 18. No, it's not. Dear God, no, it's not. That is definitely 2 to 10. This is 4 to 12. You can almost quote me on that. But that I think is perfect. I have engaged. Why would I say that? I have shot targets out to about 700, 800 yards actually with that, with my 12 power optic. Works perfect. I love it. You can do it. All right. So that's what I would say for a Mark 12. Also, I applaud you. And also, I need to take a drink. I am empty. I will tell you right now that the Mark 12 is one of my most favorite rifles ever. So good on you for one of those. Something smells good. All right. Anyway, continuing on here. Tyler Toombs, didn't recognize you without the hat, bro. Cheers. The hat is what I just threw over here. I took it off because the camera kept focusing on the stuff behind me if I looked away for a moment. But I think you guys actually like that quite a bit. So maybe I'll keep it on now. Anyway, I didn't drink. Got it. Oh, boy. All right. I live in Florida. Demo Dog 84. I live in Florida. Best recommendation for a silencer for my LWRC. Not looking forward to my $200 extortion charge, though, which is exactly what it is. Move my tourniquet out of the way. Which LWRC did you get? Did you get the DI one or did you go with the piston driven? Need to know that. I really don't, though. So, look, dude, it's difficult, man. If you know you're going to be shooting some low light stuff, go with the Surefire RC2. But Surefire may not want me to say this right now. But I mean, I've had a lot of super chats. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't signed an NDA or anything, but your boy here is going to be going to test out something new from Surefire. I think it's called the RC3 here in about a month. And I am really excited to report back on that and see how it does. So stay tuned for that. Hux works in the Flow 556K, which again, you see right back there. If I move back again, that guy. I love that silencer. That silencer is wonderful. It's amazing. It's great. And I want to shoot it more so that way it doesn't, have so many sparks fly out the end of it. And you'll know what I'm talking about. If you watch the video where I compare the RC2 and the Flow 556K. All right. The reason I took a little bit of a pause there is because I'm seeing a couple more on Rumble as well. Is Mark 12 worth getting? I was thinking of getting the BCM upper. Yeah, it is. And that was a super chat from Professor Blake Ass Poo Ass Blaster. Professor Blake Poo Ass Blaster 3000. Thank you again. Cheers to you, Poo Ass Blaster. Yeah. All right. So there's a reason why I love the Mark 12. First of all, it's an 18-inch barrel for a 5.56. Adequate, great, does everything you need it to do. It's also a heavier profile barrel, so accuracy is what it's all built for. It's also a Mark 12 or an intermediate gas length system. It's shorter than rifle length, longer than mid length. It is one of the softest shooting upper receivers you can throw on one of your lower receivers if you so decide you just want to get a Mark 12 upper. It's incredible. It feels amazing. You throw a muzzle brake on it, unnecessary, but if you throw a muzzle brake on it, like I have on mine, the Surefire muzzle brake 2-chamber for the Surefire RC2 silencer, it feels even better. This gun, I promise you, I can get some of my most accurate and fastest follow-up shots, even at great distances. There's a reason why it's so popular and why my buddy Brandon over at Texas Plinking loves his Mark 12s as well. It's just an awesome upper. So yes, I would definitely recommend that. I didn't realize that my previous comment was up over there, so my bad. But yeah, kind of going back on that, the silencer shouldn't be on the NFA. They're you guys hear me every single month talk about it. It's bullshit. But anyway, continuing on, Cody is saying, and that's also a super chat. So thought we were friends. Anyway, my Alpha Omega holster for my PDP is coming in tomorrow. PDP, Walther, awesome, nice. Finally gonna be making a video on both for the channel this weekend. Thanks for the discount code. You're welcome, Magdump. You only run AOK, or do you have others? I'll be honest with you. Since I met Eric and since I discovered Alpha Omega Kydex holsters, that's all I run. Granted, I've had We the People, I've had Safariland, I've had, which granted, Safariland's amazing. They make some great stuff, but I just feel like for the price point and everything, and also the value that I get from Alpha Omega, I feel that it's there. And Safariland is big and bulky and heavy. I'm just going to throw that out there, which again, maybe not that big of a deal, but it is. I cannot remember the name of the company. Oh, well, I can't remember the name of the company that I have a holster for my Beretta M9A3. Doesn't matter. Going to be getting a new Beretta soon. Well, yeah, I have my eyes on another Beretta. It's the Marine in me. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, so that'll be coming soon. You guys will see that very soon. It's actually one not released yet. And again, I didn't sign an NDA. They didn't tell me. So there you go. But yeah, so Cody, cheers. Alpha Omegas, who I primarily run, and continuing on. Oh my God. All right. So I live in Florida. That's the LWRC one. Curtis Hunter, do you drink Alka-Seltzer on Tuesday mornings in your blackout cup? Nope. You don't get hungover if you just continue the buzz. You know what I'm saying? All right, continue on. Firebird, Newt, what's the best leg holster for an FNX 45 Tactical in your opinion? The one that I am running, which is who I just talked about, Alpha Omega. I do have a Safariland leg shroud that you guys see right there. Let me hide this comment really quick. This is the Safariland leg shroud, this piece right here. And then the Alpha Omega Kydex holster connects via the QLS fork adapter. And that is really cool because I can just pop that in and out. It's easy to do with both hands onto the next thing. And remember how I said I smelled something pretty good earlier? That something is now on fire. And my smoke alarm is going off. So headphone users, I'm sure that isn't great for you. I love her. Anyway, continuing on. Let's see here. It was, what is the best leg holster? And Brandon Melendez, have you tried Blanton bourbons? Yes, I have. That was actually my dad's favorite. God bless him. And God rest his soul. He loved Blanton's. He tried to collect. All right. I know these. I know. Look at that. The bunker is secure. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Have you tried Blanton bourbon? Yes. Yes, I have. And I got to tell you, it is really, really good. 110% recommend. Carlos, thank you all again for the super chats beyond just getting me absolutely wrecked. It's awesome. Carlos, suggestions on what glasses to use on my LaRue OBR. What glass? Sorry, not glasses. LaRue OBR. Let me take a look at what that looks like. LaRue OBR. Let's see what we got here. The Predator. Oh, wow. AR-10. That thing looks pretty cool. I don't have any experience with that guy, but that looks pretty freaking nice. Are you going with 6.5 or 7.62? Did you answer that in the question? No. So 7. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. You guys have asked me all about the different scopes and everything, and I've pretty much told you exactly what I would go for as far as the different scopes that I would use for AR-10s and things like that. All right. But anyway, you got Hot Pocket. You better go check that. Pew Pew Daily laughing at it. He's laughing the house is on fire. Look, I'm in the bunker, dude. I'm good. All right. I figured I wanted to go get it. See what you guys are saying. Pizza rolls are done. There you go. Oh my God, that's funny. All right. Coming back to it. Anyway, yeah, man, I've talked a little bit or quite a bit about the different optics that I would use on different battle rifles, Mark 12s, and everything else. So I think I pretty much already answered that. But again, the most magnification I'm going to go on anything 7.62, even perhaps 6.5. I might reach it out a little bit further, but 18 power, somewhere in there. First focal plane, you'll be set. Honestly, you go 12 to 14. You'll be good. If it's 6.5, I wouldn't mind reaching out a little bit further. But anyway, Trent Schaefer, thank you again for the super chat as well. And cheers. Which muzzle device for Zion 16 or leave the A2? Get rid of the freaking A2. Anything A2, get rid of it. The stock, the grip, the muzzle device, the hand guards, just get rid of it, all right? They were good for their time, except for the grip. Okay, maybe not the stock. I do like an A2 stock on some Mark 12s, on even perhaps Mark 18s, some of them. But muzzle device, grip, fore-end, or rail, just get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of the muzzle device, get rid of the A2. It's not that it's bad, it's just that you need to throw on something that will accept a silencer. And then you need to get a silencer. Huxworks, Surefire, Yankee Hill, JK Armament, LMT. Who else can I think of that I've shot recently? There's a lot. All right. So just do some research about what you might recommend. I really do like, so take a look at like the Rostic arms that I've got right over here. Again, let's let the computer, or not the computer, but the, what's it called? Camera. Focus again. This muzzle device right here. You can't really, I might be able to get away with this because it doesn't look like a gun. So this guy right here, notice it's in front of my face. I'm not pointing it at my face. This is a Surefire War Comp. This is the 3-prong. This right here does great flash cancellation. It hides, or hiding the flash like what a flash hider does. But the ports right on top here do a really good job at offering some compensation and actually pushing the muzzle down when you pull the trigger so you don't get so much muzzle rise. And you can time this as it is. If you notice, again, this is Rostic Arms, 14.5-inch pinned and weld. Very clean pinned and weld job, by the way. Nicely done. You'll notice that this is actually timed in a manner that's really favoring the right-handed shooter. And so this will keep it nice and pushing it downward like this every time I pull the trigger. It's nice. All right. Now, if YouTube's algorithms and AI and everything else is smart enough to know that I just handled a firearm and end the stream, it'll only be doing me a favor because I feel like I got to take another drink. So here we are. Anyway, don't know why I Blanton's talked about that. Oh my God. There we go. Wait, I'm trying to go back to where it was. What muzzle device? There it is. Okay, so boom, there you go. All right, 760 Gamer, y'all going to Gunstock next month? I don't even know what that is. So, look, one of the things that I need to do more of is actually go to more shows, travel, take a cameraman with me, do some vlogging, selfie bullshit or something. I don't know. And actually go out there and see more of you guys. And do more show stuff. So send me your ideas of actual shows that you think would, like, I don't mean to sound like an asshole here, but be worth the time to go and actually get some coverage on. You know what I mean? I've heard CanCon. This is the first I've heard of Gunstock. There's SOFEC, which is the Special Operations Show down in Florida. There's that one I think would be really cool, that they do like the entire, like, teams pull up and they're shooting miniguns with blanks on helicopters and, fast roping into boats and shit. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so let me know what you guys think as far as that goes. Michael is just wanting me to drink. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. And then Danny over here, do it all 5.56 rifle for round 2K. M4A1R3, the one that I have right here behind me. It's awesome. I love it. It does everything I want it to do. LWRCI is another fan. I mean, dude, I did the like top 5 AR-15s. LWRCI is really hard to beat. LMT is also very, very nice, but expensive. So 2000, around 2K. I would try to find the rifle sub 2K. So probably the LWRCI. And then from there, or even the IWI Zion, one of my personal favorites. But it doesn't have the AMB controls and everything like the LWRCI does, like the R3 does, like the LMT Mars lowers do, things like that. So best do it all 5.56 rifle for round 2K, LWRCI, optic, ammo, training, and sling. There you go. Okay. Hutter. God damn you. All right. Cheers. I don't remember if I take a drunk from my last one either, but fun drinking game. Take a sip every time Clint says anyway. I'm going to try so hard not to say that word now. Anyway, continuing on, Solomon Sampson, thank you very much. Now nothing is in focus. I just saw that. The camera was like not focusing on me, and the camera's not even the one drinking. That's funny. Anyway, oh my God. Now that's all I'm going to hear. Thank you, Otter. I appreciate that. So Solomon, appreciate the super chat. Zenoid, suggestions for concealing on a, oh boy, a Class B uniform. Ankle holster. Yep. All right. Let me get over to the live stream really quick. I see a couple of you over at Rumble, but I just want to make sure that I am made it 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Made it 2 seconds. It's not fair that you start that game after I've been playing this game for an hour and a half, mind you. All right. Anyway, Suppress Fest in Florida is awesome. Clint, thank you. Michael, again, previous winner of the SMG 45. That is awesome. John Smith, best scope in the world if money is no object. All right, y'all got to start adding context, because by the time I get to the live chat, I lose it. Otter is also mentioning Sons of Liberty Gunworks for 2K. Again, I go with what I have in my mind as what I personally have the most experience with. And that's these guns behind me, and a few sitting over there, and a few sitting over there, and a few sitting over there. And oh boy. Anyway, and Rusty Shackelford also agrees with Sons of Liberty Gunworks. Clint, what are your thoughts on Hurricane and which caliber is best to scare it away? I would either say, if it's not the Desert Eagle 50 Action Express, I would maybe look at something 50 Beowulf, at least in the 50 half-inch diameter. You know what I mean? Barrett M82. .20 mil autocannon. There we go. Anyway, let's see here. What are my opinions on the Fostech AR-15s? I love them. They're super lightweight. They work really, really well. I had a Fostech personally for a very long time. And yes, I know I said I had, that was past tense. I really did love that rifle. But that was when I first started at Classic, and I got really excited about working at Classic, and I decided to buy a bunch of things that I knew I couldn't afford. And that was one of them. I needed to sell it. Damn it. Well, you know, if I knew long enough that I'd be actually, you know, running the YouTube channel, maybe I would have gotten one for free, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, here we are. Oh yeah. Classic Firearms. What about the Night Armament SR-15 mod 2? Have you heard of the KS1? I think that's what it's called. I think it's like a new one, but anyway, SR-15, it's awesome. It's great, but also something that I've heard about Knights. Now, remember, it wasn't too long ago where Knights and me, but Classic Firearms in general, we had some issues. It was SHOT Show 2022 where we went to go interview Knights Armament to talk about anything. Talk about their silencers, talk about their legacy products such as the SR-25, talk about anything. And me and Alec both got told, we're not those guys, and you're stupid that you're giving away our guns. And
nobody interviewed us. If you'll go back and look at our SHOT Show coverage from 2022, there's nothing covering Knights Armament. So I respectfully left and then politely flipped off the booth and took an image of that and posted it on my Instagram. And I said, here's how I feel about Knights Armament. Love your products, but go fuck yourself. And fast forward to 2023, all of a sudden, it was completely different. Red carpet type of vibes. I mean, there was a younger guy that you could tell was passionate and loved what he was doing versus the guy that from a year ago told me, go away. This younger guy, I don't remember his name, and I really wish I did. He was so knowledgeable. He was passionate. He absolutely loved the fact that he was on the show floor at SHOT Show in the Knights booth and was assisting everybody. And he had no idea who I was when I walked up. So it's not like he knew, oh shit, these guys talked shit last year, so I got to make sure. No, I came in, I said, hey, I just want to talk to interview somebody. He goes, hey, I know a lot about this stuff, but maybe Knights want somebody else to represent the company, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I get that. It's a lot better than what I got the year previous. So cool. Anyway, like I said, fast forward, and it was a completely different everything. It was wonderful, and I 110% recommend Knights Armament and the SR-15. What is that? I'll eat it when I come up. Thank you. I have nowhere to put it. You see how messy my desk is. Thank you. just take it upstairs. Appreciate it. Guys, get yourself a woman that sees you drinking too much on your live streams and wants to make sure you're well fed. All right. Anyway, continuing on, Knights Armament SR-15. Yeah, I'd recommend. All right. And just yeah, that works. Continuing on. All right. Thanks, babe. So taking a look, Sig, Sweet and Sour, good to see you again. Danny Defense with good glass and upgrades for under 2,000. The rifle is going to cost you 2,000. So if you want a Danny Defense with good glass and upgrades for under 2K, you're going to have to steal it or know somebody. That's all I got. All right. So with that, y'all, Pepetti's nuts can otter. Oh my God. Clint, have you hung out with Alec? Yes, I have. Yes, we have hung out. We stay in touch. We talk all the time, actually. So there you go. Mead a sandwich? Mead? I actually am a fan of mead. Viking Blood, that distillery or manufacturer or whatever. But anyway, meat is good, but I don't meat a sandwich right now. Never turn down food. I didn't turn it down. I just said later. All right. You know what I mean? But anyway, oh yeah, there it is. Clint got his burnt beagle bites, bro. It's not right. All right. Anyway, Clint cleaning his desk on live stream. Miss Clint. Yeah, that's Miss Magdump. All right. Anyway, just curious about having a medic response time on your program where you all have a completion, kind of interesting and helpful. Just curious about having a medic response time on your program where you all have a completion. Somebody want to help me out here? Okay. Medic response time here. Is it because I've been drinking, or does this comment not make sense? Jason, can you clarify? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. No, it is not my mom. All right. Thank you very much. Anyway, continuing on. Assassin of the Great. CAC makes great equipment. However, you have to sell a kidney to buy anything, and you're locked into every expensive proprietary part. Good points made there. All right. Bullet Bourbon here, by the way, Sean. Thank you very much. Don't know why I did that. Let's see here. B&T is another one that's really, really good. Yes, absolutely. I forgot all about B&T. Excuse me. And the APC 2020. APC 223. There it is. Continuing on here. Michael not only won an SMG 45 from yours truly, Classic Firearms, that is, but he also had a private tour of Knight's Armament Factory and Military Museum. Totally awesome. Dude, that sounds like it would be totally awesome. Really cool, actually. But anyway, let me get back, regretfully, to the super chats really quick. And let me see. I just want to make sure that I am... Actually, this is really cool. I know I probably... All right, here we go. Solomon, Samson. I don't remember if I actually answered yours or not, or responded. There we go. Thank you. Zenoid, suggestions for concealing in a class. Oh, so I did. Okay, got it. We already did that. Cheap, tough AR, IWI Zion. And a few others that are coming to mind that well, as of right now, and I'm going out on a limb here because he might still be in the chat. And if he is, this individual has taken the time to actually tune in, listen to me, listen to some of the advice that I've had to give. And I will tell you right now, cheap, tough AR, I don't like the word cheap, maybe affordable, right? Because there's plenty of cheap ARs that are tough enough that work, right? But something that's affordable that I do believe is made out of quality parts and are tough. I'm gonna recommend one of our own. We don't even carry them on the website, and that might even be a yet. But Rostic Arms over here. So far, I'm really happy with what I have to see coming from Daryl Rostic and Rostic Arms, Smart Shooters LLC. So, I feel comfortable in saying I recommend that. All right. So there you go. All right. What do I think? Thank you, Derek Rogers. What do you think about the handguard from Ripcord Industries? It is the URGI perfected, because right where you're typically gripping the gun, they have where usually like M-lock is, that you're not using things like that, which is ultimately weak points in the rail. They strengthen. So Ripcord Industries is the same rail that Ryan, our videographer and one of our masterminds over there at Classic, that's what he has on his custom build. And I've been very impressed by it. So Ripcord Industries, I would definitely recommend. Again, imagine the URGI without the bending factor. Okay, continuing on. Danny Contestable. DDM 4A1R3 or Scar 16S, settle this, please. They're so different. So, oh God, they're so different. I haven't been. Okay. So anyway, the Danu Defense R3 is ambidextrous. I was not planning on going through this whole bottle tonight. Thank you, Super Chats. The Scar 16S, piston driven, tactical UGG boot, A2 grip, short rail, ambi charging handle, non-reciprocating, new one, I assume you're talking about. Integrated iron sights. Fun. Okay. The Danu Defense M4A1R3. The weight is comparable. Direct impingement, but a mid-length gas system. Ambidextrous controls. Naturally a non-reciprocating charging handle. It's not even a question. But it is ambi. They put their own charging handles on them. Does not have an A2 grip, has the Daniel Defense signature grip and telescoping stock. Pinned and weld. That's the problem. The M4A1 is a 14.5 inch versus a SCAR 16S being a 16-inch barrel. The M4A1, if you want to own it without going through NFA shit, is a pin and weld muzzle device. One thing I like about the SCAR 16 is even though it's a 16-inch barrel and even though it has a short rail length, blah, 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 whatever the hell, A2 grip, UGG boot for a stock, it does have a muzzle device that you can remove. Also, you void the warranty, FN, thank you, whenever you suppress it. Daniel Defense, I swear it's sometimes they encourage you to suppress some of their guns. They make suppressors. And it's really different, man. They're completely, other than them being shooting the same caliber, they're very different guns. I'm probably like boring some of you with this now, but okay, if I had to choose between the two, it's going to be the M4A1 because it's more affordable, and honestly, removing a pin and weld muzzle device on your own isn't difficult. Just, don't break the law or whatever. So anyway, continuing on there. Solomon Sampson, you're a Beretta man. Do you not have a Samurai Edge? No. It's real powerful, especially against living things. One of the classic game guns you can own. What's a Samurai Edge? All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Continuing on. Jason DeLong, 762. Great. And what time is it, by the way? 9 o'clock. I'm calling it, guys. I got 8 minutes, 7.5. I am calling it at 9. Even though I might still do my typical thing of saying I'm calling it at 9, and then it's probably going to go to 9:30. And best 300 blackout. Dion Davis is wanting to know. Thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate all of you. I promise you I do. Best 300 blackouts, 2 to 3 options. And are you able to get the PDW without a pistol brace? Because with Believe it's sold, with it ATF thumbs down. Because are you able to get the DD PDW without a pistol brace? Because with Believe it's sold, with it Believe it's sold with it. I believe it's sold with it. Because I believe it's sold with it. Is that what you're trying to say? Look, guys, I'm already having a hard enough time keeping up. If you could just make sure your grammar's good, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, with all that being said, the DD PDW is fantastic. 300 blackout options. Yes, the DD PDW, honestly, building one of your own is always one of my options. Dude, get one of the upper receivers that we have. That's what I did on my Daniel Defense Mark 18. I lower, which is an SBR. I throw on an Aero Precision M4 E1 9-inch. I think it's 9-inch actually. 300 blackout upper, and I threw on a Huxworks Flow 762K. That is like the perfect home defense gun, if you ask me. I love that for me. So there's that 2 to 3 options. So Daniel Defense PDW, Honey Badger, always just change out that godforsaken muzzle device. The Q Cherry Bomb is terrible. I hate it. I don't like shooting guns, even if I'm wearing 2 layers of ear protection and I have a headache after I shoot that gun. I've shot Barrett's 50 cals that are more pleasant to shoot than a Honey Badger. All right. But they are freaking cool and they're badass. Now, they also do make the brace or stock delete option. So if that's what you're looking for, you can purchase that. However, I know it's an additional cost on top of the actual gun itself. It sucks. It is what it is. So anyway, and I'll just throw it out there because it exists. The SIG Rattler or the SIG Spear chambered in 300 blackout. Just saying. It is actually pretty cool. All right. So there's a couple, Dion, that I I hope you don't mind. Anyway, continuing on. J.R. Torres. Oh my God. All right. Cheers. If you get only one, Gallant, Polish AKM, or Zastava. Okay. The Gallant, 5.56 Galil, pretty much. Polish AKM or Zastava. All right, let's go for the real life factor. I don't own a Gallant. I do, however, own both a Polish AKM and a Zastava. I am really surprised I don't own a Gallant, actually. It's not in my collection. I am very surprised by that. Why don't I own a Gallant? Oh, because our warehouse is full of them and I get to shoot them all the time. Got it. All right, cool. Zastava. Continuing on. Let's see here. The TJ. Speaking of Mark 12s, looking to build a budget option. Any suggestions? Anything Mark 12 is going to cost you money. It's kind of like, you know, I don't know what I was going to compare it to. Porsche. You know, it's like, that doesn't make sense. Cobra. Shelby Cobra. Even the clones, like, you know, the Super, the S. There's a clone of the Shelby Cobra that's still expensive. But anyway, speaking of Mark 12s, looking to build a budget option. Any suggestions? Dude, it's going to be hard to do anything Mark 12. I mean, honestly, the Daniel Defense Mark 12, that's not even a real Mark 12, right? You know what I mean? Like, it has the key features. It has the barrel. It has the gas length. That's about it. It just looks the part, and I love it. But if you want a true Mark 12, you got to go PRI. And I get it, you want to do a budget option. You can build out a budget option with like an Aero Precision or something like that, but you're going to have to mix and match and find that right shit. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult. That's all I got to say. And I'll just leave it at that. Artemis, solid choice in music on your Instagram story, by the way. What story? Oh, so if you haven't heard of the band Three Teeth, check them out. Lex, cool guy. Thank you, Artemis, for reminding me. I appreciate that. And by the way, you're also the same one that reminded me that I should probably be eating something. There's calories in alcohol. But continuing on, apparently we have a spammer, by the way. I'm seeing the next comment. But continuing on, yeah, I'm into rock music. I'm actually into all sorts of music. You guys heard Oliver Anthony recently, Richmond, north of Richmond, stuff like that. Catchy tune. And, you know, not bad. And, you know, but Three Teeth is one of these bands that you really don't hear a whole lot about. But if you ever watch that movie, Guns Akimbo with Harry Potter, I think they did like all the music for that movie, if I'm remembering correctly. And yeah, and Lex, the lead singer of the band, is a big gun guy. And so I've been trying to bridge music industry and guns. So we recently hung out with Tim Montana. You guys know Gun Drummer, of course. Kaya plays the guitar. And we're trying to do more with, you know, the music industry. I think it would be pretty fun. So go check them out, Three Teeth, all right? I think you guys will like them. Thank you, Artemis, for the reminder. Appreciate you. RC Delinquents, please ban the spammer. All right, I don't know who the spammer is. I'm going to scroll. Guys, my scroll's not working. I can't scroll. Oh, never mind. Yes, I can. I just didn't realize I was caught up. So anyway, somebody said Harry Potter, Peppity's Nuts. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe, the actor. Guns Akimbo, the actor. He got like guns nailed to his hands or something. Or is it Hardcore Henry I'm thinking of? I can't remember. So anyway, continuing on. Why? Just come over here. There we go. All right. When is the spicy challenge? Eliminate him. Who is the spammer? I don't even see him. I don't see a spammer, guys. I'm scrolling through the comments. First of all, Mustang V6 for the win. The only people winning when it comes to a Mustang V6 is the crowd, because they don't have to worry about a novice driver having way too much torque and horsepower to be able to handle. What are you talking about? Anyway, oh shit, you guys are probably talking about Rumble or something, aren't you? Thoughts on the IWI Galil Ace in 556? It's freaking cool. Bit off topic. Any good book recommendations? Been reading Warrior Poet Way and looking for more books to help grow in my life. So, yeah, I think there's something that every person that wants to better educate themselves and not fall into the trap of communism, listen, because I have to do audiobooks. I can't read for shit. I mean, I can read really fast. I'm really good at reading promotion warrants and things like that. But when it comes to actually retaining information, if I listen to it, I do better. And the book is called Witness by Whitaker Chambers. Read this book. It's very interesting. I've only just begun it, and it's very eye-opening. Witness by Whitaker Chambers. All right. Anyway, do that. Continuing on here. I guess he doesn't talk to chat. I do talk to chat. Sour Prox. Yeah, thank you, Colonel Frosty. It's just the problem is I told everybody that, son of a bitch. I told everybody that I would take a sip, have a drink anytime somebody sent in a super chat. And I am hurting. So, I do look at the regular chat, but there's also on StreamYard a separate section for all the super chats. So that way, again, I'm not lying to you guys when I say it lights up big and bright, and I see when a super chat comes in, boom, I get them, and then I go and read them. And then I get back to the live chat on occasion, and I realize I'm missing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, there you go. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, so going back to the super chats, because you guys are spending money and I want to be, keeping to my word and everything. And also, oh my God, you remember how I told you guys I was quitting at 9:00? Okay. Speaking of Mark 12s, I answered that one. Solid choice on music on Instagram. Answered that one. Please ban the spammer. I didn't see the spammer. Maybe this is also an old question now. Or comment. And then we've got Andy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Cheers to you, Andy Dom 130. Sorry about the grammar. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Dion. It's okay. I think I figured it out, right? Even in this state. Why did I just get an email? Or no, it's a notification from Rumble. Classic Firearm started streaming Monday Night Live with Clint. We are 2 hours into it, and I just get the notification? What the hell, Rumble? I thought you were on our side. The shit is this? YouTube's went like immediately, right? Let me know if you guys are seeing that same thing. Anyway, Eric, started my first M4 build, largely due to CF. Ordered a complete upper that only CF had any in stock. Thanks, CF. So first off, remember how earlier I talked to you guys about one of the biggest compliments I could receive is I built a gun because of you? Awesome. Secondly, Eric, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for viewing. But if you ordered a complete upper receiver and you attach it to perhaps maybe a complete lower receiver that you ordered. You put together the upper and lower receiver. When I tell people I want them to build a rifle, I mean, let's say even a symbol, because some people get nitpicky about that in the comment section. And as much as I appreciate you ordering from the site, as much as I appreciate you taking that first step, that is amazing, and I applaud you. But when you get the opportunity, I really, dare I say, implore you to order each individual component and assemble this, build this up, like literally from a stripped upper, no parts attached, a barrel that's not even dimpled yet. You dimple it yourself. What do you mean? If you're asking me what does it mean to dimple a barrel, then I know you haven't really built a gun yet. On top of that, I'm talking about actually assembling an entire rifle from the ground up. You might buy all the parts and pieces, but you're having to apply grease. You're having to apply the appropriate amount of torque. You're having to actual stake your castle nut. You're having to do all these different things. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go find out. Educate yourself and build your first rifle. And I promise you, you're going to actually feel so much pride, and you're going to feel so good when that first round goes off and it doesn't blow up on you. I guarantee you, dude, it happened to me the first time I literally built a rifle from the ground up. I bought a matched upper and lower receiver, bought a barrel that I dimpled and then installed the gas block, gas tube on, punched everything, lower receiver, all the parts and pieces, anything that had a spring, a detent, a dust cover, doesn't matter. I put it all together. I staked the castle nut. I took it to the range and I pulled the trigger for the very first time. And I'm not going to lie to you, I closed my eyes. I had eye pro on. I had ear pro on. I damn near had a face mask on, but I said, I'm not a bitch. And it was very satisfying that the very first round that I pulled the trigger on without an optic on, I hit the target. The one time I was able to hit the target. Don't ask me about the bolt gun series. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that rant. Continuing on, Eric, that's awesome. Thank you, dude. Legitimately, I appreciate you. And I hope we continue to inspire you to do more. Continuing on here, Nick Jones, what do you think of radical ARs? So, cheers. My experience with radical has been simple. If it wasn't for classic, I wouldn't have experienced them. They've always worked when I pulled the trigger. They're affordable. They go bang. And that's all I've got to say. It's not the brand or the manufacturer that I would, keep by the bed, but they're also one I wouldn't mind having as a truck gun type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if I need it, I know it'll work. But if, shit really hit the fan, I might want something else. But if it was laying around, it's, not a bad choice. So that's what I feel about Radical. Continuing on here, Michael, I'll drink with you on this one. Thanks. As always, I'll drink you with this one. There you go. I can read. Michael Peterson, thank you for the super chat. I'll drink with you on this one. Thanks. As always, bub. Thank you. I appreciate it. Continuing on here, Dr. Sarko, thoughts on 6.5 Grindle? Only 6.5 Grindle. Okay, so 6.5 Grindle super underrated. I do not own any 6.5 Grindle, and I really want to get to know 6.5 Grindle more. You know who does know a lot about 6.5 Grindle is Matt. I hope to have him on the stream soon, and I also hope to do a video with him on 6.5 Grindle. There we go. I forgot that it was already past 9 o'clock, so I'll be winding down soon. Solomon Sampson. Wolf A1 uppers back in stock soon? I don't know. I got to tell you, they really impressed me. They're piston-driven uppers, like affordable, basic, little handguards or whatever. But dude, they're cool. They're really cool. I don't know if they'll be back in stock soon. I don't know. Continuing on, Rebellious Rory. Love watching you guys. So finishing that bottle. LOL. Also, ACOG, LPVO, or Red Dot with magnifier for the SCAR 17. So I am planning on running a tactical games or proving grounds shooting / physical fitness type of competition. It's going to take, obviously a lot more for me to get into the physical fitness and also the shooting part of it. So, wish me luck. But anyway, what I will be running is exactly what you see that I have behind me here. And I'll go ahead and hide this comment. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up to answer your question. Because this rifle is the Daniel Defense M4A1R3 with the Huxworks Flow 556K. This is the Surefire M600 Scout Turbo Light, PEG 15. Just the pressure pad for the light, because I doubt I'll need it for the PEG 15. Might even remove that if the competition doesn't call for it. But on top of it, if I can get it to show, that magazine is in the way and I don't want to knock anything over. Excuse me, LMT. Okay, there we go. Just everybody bear with me here. Perfect. Okay, so if you notice, that is a Trijicon ACOG. You can barely see it with a RMR with an RMR that is top mounted and forward mounted. Excuse me, Betsy Ross. And that is what I'm going to run in what I'm going to consider a grueling and demanding competition. Okay. So that's that. I don't know if my gun is going to get beat up. I don't know if it's going to get knocked around. And I want to make sure that whatever I have on it is going to work and it's going to function and it's going to hold zero and it's going to do everything I need it to do at both close quarters and distance. And I trust a 4-power ACOG and an RMR to do just that. Okay. Hopefully that answered your question about the LPVO or red dot with magnifier for the SCAR 17. Granted, it depends on what you're doing, because also on the upper, on the gun that I moved out of the way, I have a EOTech and magnifier. So I mean, there's that too. But I don't really like the magnifier for long distance shots. I'll be honest with you. It just doesn't seem as precise to me. I do prefer something that's designed for that, either fixed magnification or LPVO. And of course, fixed magnification would mean ACOG. Giovanni, have another well-deserved drink before bed, brother. The silence is deafening. All right, continuing on. Thank you, Gio. It's good to see you, bro. I appreciate it. J954. Clint, I've been watching Classic for 3 years. You got me into the MP5. However, Kai's live streams are better. Oh, sorry, dude. Love you. God bless USA. You're dead to me. I'm not clicking anything, am I? Okay. I just need a drink after saying that out loud. Anyway, I bet Kyle won't drink with you like I do. 1, 2. Thank you for the super chat. I want to buy my first, but I don't want 762 by 39. I want to buy my first. Guys, what does 1, 2 want to buy his first of? But I don't want 762 by 39. Would Stava 308 be a good buy? I still don't know what you want to buy your first of. But I will tell you right now, the Stava 308, is that the M... There's an M77, there's an M70, there's like an M80. I don't remember which one is which. I will tell you right now, though, having shot the 308 model, yeah, it's freaking cool. 10 out of 10 would recommend. All right. Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna scroll through the track. Otter, if you, I forget, and you know what? That's all there is to it. And Kaya did a game where we did internet gun tests, but did he do a game where he drinks with you guys like I do? Doubt it. Kaya drinks coffee. Laugh. So whatever, dudes. All right. All I'm saying is Also, wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Kaya is number 3. Matt is awesome. So who's number 1 and 2, Rusty? Curious. And also Kayak played guitar. Oh, Kayak played guitar anyway. Okay, all right. Who even is Kayak? Well, that's Peeps You Daily. I feel like that maybe you're slightly biased. All right, we've gotten drunk together. Also, a lot. Oh my god, I missed a super chat. Are you serious, dude? Oh my god, I feel so bad. Oh. You're right, I did. My bad, dude. Since you admitted to liking Fostech, what's keeping Fostech off the top AR list on classic firearms? For under 2K, you're getting the Echo 2 trigger and an AR weighing in about 5.2 pounds. Dude, that's a good question. I think it's just because whenever it comes down to doing these top 5 lists, you got me, bro. That's a really good question. I think the only thing that I will tell you right now is, as much as I like Fostech, as much as I like a lot of their guns and everything else, there's a personal meh or a personal reluctancy to trust magnesium lowers. All right. They're lightweight. They're great. Don't get me wrong. They do fantastic at what they do. But I break shit. And I am really hard on the guns that I do own personally and the guns that I run. If you see a gun in my inventory that's clean and that looks good, I don't use it. You know what I mean? And that's fine and all, but I don't use it. And so with that being said, I want something I know I can take the combat in. I want something I know that I can throw, I can use as a damn sledgehammer if I need to, or whatever else. So I didn't mean to personally miss your super chat or anything like that. It's just I legitimately missed it, which actually now makes me think I may have missed somebody else's. But no, there was that one. There was the spammer. There was the music one. There was the grammar. There we go. So, all right. Anyway, and you guys with the damn anyways, Kaya drinks Shirley Temples. We have not taken Kaya fishing. Stay tuned. All right. So you guys just stay tuned. All right. He did that last stream, I thought. What? He did what? Play the guitar? I don't remember. He probably did. Anyway, been watching your live chats for months. You never read my comment. Richard, this is the comment that I read. Why would you make this the comment? This is the one that I found. Oh my God. Anyway. All right. And now all of a sudden I get towards the end, Clint, things are starting to slow down now. So now I'm starting to see the ones that I've been missing, I guess. I'm sorry. All right. Hell, I forgot. I mean, okay, I didn't forget. I just haven't paid that much attention to Rumble. You guys are here. I see you and I love you all. Thoughts on IWI Galilei? Sorry, talked about it. It always sends a second notification. Oh, Cody is saying, you remember way back when I said I got a notification that Rumble, that Classic was live on Rumble. Cody is saying that it always sends a second notification after 2 hours. I don't care why it does that. Probably to let you know that some jackass has been talking for the past 2 hours and people are still watching for some reason. Anyway, continuing on. I just got a 2. You have been on Rumble since the start. There it is from AK Ted. Cody, again, thanks for helping these last couple hours of work go by quicker. Still a couple to go, but definitely helps the day go better. Well, that's awesome, dude. Legitimately, I am happy. For those of you that are working night shift and you're struggling on going by, things like that, dude, let me know. Okay. So, oh, what? Did we lose YouTube after all that? I don't think so. I still see YouTube commenting. So there we go. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. Anyway, awesome chat, Clint. Thanks from CK1919. That's awesome, dude. FX 545 76 by 30 and 65 Grindle 76 by 51 556 23 just because it's popular. How long would the process take to get a suppressor, and how much would it cost me in the end for a 300 blackout? All right, Gauge Plus 2300. You witnessed me at one point in time get very angry, and I haven't gotten that angry in my Marine Corps career. But you saw me at my maddest at a certain other Marine who we will not mention by name. If this is the Gauge Plus that I think it is, you saw Sergeant Morgan. I may have even been corporal at the time. I don't recall. You saw me lose my shit, dude. But anyway, I'm glad you're here, bro. And I'll tell you right now, you know, if I'm being completely honest, yeah, I'm proud of you. You came a long way in the unit. You came a long way as an individual, and you're a good fucking Marine. And I wish you stuck around a little bit longer. Anyway, this was one of my previous Marines on Rumble. I do believe, if this is you. If not, then I'm just talking out my ass. But how many other people do I know that are Gauge Plus? 2300, which is also our MOS, 2311. So there's that. Anyway, proud of you, dude. And thank you for tuning in, man. It really means a lot to me to see some of my actual Marines that used to serve under me here. Again, this blows my mind. How long would the process take to get a suppressor, and how much would it cost me in the end for a 300 blackout? It depends on the silencer. As far as the cost, the time that it takes right now, from what I'm hearing from all around, is that it's honestly like anywhere between 8 months to a year. But some people have had better time, so just let me know what you guys think in the chat. All right. And son of a bitch, I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to get off the live stream here, and what do you know, 762 Gamer decides to send another one. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. I legitimately appreciate all of you. I'm calling it a night. I'm done. All right. No more spam, dude. Who's spamming? It's just 2A Patriot. All right. Look, just because you apparently have caused quite a bit of problems in the chat with all the spamming and stuff like that, I get it. I can't get to every single comment. I can't get to every single chat. As much as I wish I could, I simply can't. And I don't also want to shout out spammers. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to get to your shit tonight. Okay. But with that, Jake Morgan, not related as far as I know. If you finish the bottle, you don't have to drink more. What time is it, dude? Oh my God. I'm so past the time that I said. Remember earlier what I said? Anyway, I see Otter finally saying bye-bye, Clint. T-Sauce, yes. Rusty Shackleford. You got me. All right. That's fair. Yeah, Daryl 1911 only comes in God's caliber. There's also 38 special. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the new spammer. All right, good to know. Best 5.56 suppressor. It depends, but Surefire RC2, RC3 might be coming soon, or the Huxworks 5.56K, but there's others. So, there's on that. I had my on T-Sauce. T-Sauce ain't bad, dude. T-Sauce makes some good stuff. I will say that. Didn't mean to send so many times. Sorry, bud. Oh, okay. All right. We just want to make sure we're not getting spammed. All right. Because spammers piss us off and it doesn't work out that well. But since you said sorry, 2A Patrick 7076. Clint, can you please tell Kai to check my comments on his post live stream? I'm trying to warn him about 5. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So, oh my God. This is going to be a whole topic in and of itself that's going to take forever. I'm going to make this quick. Vivek Ramswamy, or however you pronounce his name. I don't mean to offend him or anything. I'll be honest with you. I believe what this man is doing. He's 38 years of age. He is Hindu. Again, this country was founded based off freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Don't care. If you've got good principles and you represent this nation well, I'll vote for you. However, Vivek, I like what he did during the Republican debate. Stir the pot a little bit. I'm cool with it. But I get what you're trying to say when it comes to warning about him, because there's some things in his past that I just don't know if I trust. And that can be linked back to George Soros. That can be linked back to Big Pharma. That can be linked back to a couple of things that I just don't know if I trust. Now, he can go and speak with Brandon Herrera and Coleon Noir. Again, Brandon Herrera, I consider a legitimate friend. Coleon Noir, I know him, and I know that he's doing everything he can to look out for the Second Amendment. He's hung out with buddies of mine like Cody, aka Donut Operator. He has been all over the place, and I like his ultimate idea or his thought process that if he can't sit across the table and have a conversation with MSNBC, then how will he do that with China or Russia or so on and so forth? Again, he says all the things that I want a representative to say. But he is a politician, and you can't trust any of them. I make a few exceptions. One exception, my buddy Brandon. And I think Lauren Boebert's pretty good too. I think she's pretty good. And also there's Mark Robinson out of North Carolina also. That's pretty good. But anyway, with all that being said, I get where you're coming from. 2A Patriots 1776 about Vivek. I don't know. I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be stayed until next week. All right. So will you guys, please, God, please, will you guys let me go and let's have this conversation next week. Let's talk about Vivek. Let's talk about snakes. Let's talk about politics or politicians and see where we come from there. I need to go make sure that, my house isn't on fire, and things like that. So, I see you, Richard Williams, Vivek 2024. He's not a politician. Maybe. Rusty Shackelford says, don't trust any of them. None. There's that too. You know what I mean? So you go, Thick lives on. Is that like a thick thighs save lives type of comment? I'm not too sure. Politician for a reason. Yes, his Pat's connections are questionable to Slick. Exactly, Rusty. What did Rusty say before? He was for masks and received a scholarship from Soros, brother, or something like that. So anybody that's for masks, for mandates, ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Aaron, you are my hero. That's funny. Aaron is here. He has flip-flopped on so many topics. I posted a couple of posts on Kaya's post. I'm right there with you. He even quoted Obama. Oh, yeah, during the debate. Yeah, he's some skinny guy with a funny last name. Obama's, yeah, I get it. There's all that. So I don't know. Vivek is amazing, and 1,100% voting for him. I'm Trump 100%, but Trump introduced gun laws. I get it. Oh, man. It's almost 9:30. I did it. I did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Look, you guys have heard me, talk about Trump in the past. You've heard me talk about several different politicians in the past. And yes, I am calling Trump a politician. He will say what he needs to say to make sure that he gets the benefit of the doubt, and everything else. You can tell me I'm wrong, but let's be real. So 2 hours later, Rumble Classic Farm is now live. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, look, I think I like Vivek so far. I can like somebody but not trust them. You know what I mean? I can like what they're saying. I can like what they're doing right now, but that doesn't mean I necessarily have to trust them going forward. Be very skeptical. Look at their past. So I'll leave it at that. All right. Let me make sure I got all of the super chats here. 76 Gamer, as always, thank you for your time, Clint. Dude, I'll be honest with you. I can't remember if I read this one or not previously, so I'll drink to it. There you go. This one also 1-2. I think I remember 1-2. I want to buy my first, but I don't want 7 scoop at 13 with Salva 3 up. You could buy. Yeah, I answered that one. So there you go. Otter, run for office, Clint. Campaign slang anyway. Motherfucker. All right, guys. I'm calling it a night, okay? Is Rumble, how are we doing on Rumble over here? Vivek, like Obama, comes out of nowhere. Anyway, your burnt hot pocket is getting cold. Good lift as always. All right, guys, I'm calling it a night. There we go. I still have Otter's comment up here. Campaign slogan. Anyway, you guys are absolutely hilarious. I'm gonna leave it off there. I'm done. I'm not answering anymore. Okay, cool. Go chug some water. All right, cool. I said I wasn't answering anymore, but here we are. Okay, cool. Thank you guys again so much. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, leaving already. Yes, I am, Tanner. Good night, Otter. I see you. Thank you so much. Go to bed. I'm not going to go to bread. Oh boy. I'm not going to go to bread. I am going to go to water. And I am going to see you guys next Monday. Thank you guys legitimately for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the questions. And thank you for being present with me. You guys have all said some pretty awesome things tonight. There's quite a few of you that have, said some things that have made me feel really good. And not like any type of weird way or anything, I promise. And I really do look forward to our Monday night live streams. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes a Monday gets here and it's like, oh shit, I got to go live tonight. I need to make sure I, get everything prepped. I get everything ready. I need to make sure that the links are sent over for emails to go out. I need to make sure that the thumbnail looks good. I need to make sure that, StreamYard's working, my camera equipment's working, my microphone, and it's all this stuff. And then the moment that I hit the button to go live and I start talking with you guys and I start seeing your comments pop up, it's like, oh my God. Yep. I'm hanging out with my friends again. And you all truly make this job worth it. Granted, the guns, the things are cool, but the people are what make it matter. And that is you. That's you at home chilling. That's you at work right now. Cody, I know you're working right now. That's so many of you that are working. That's so many of my friends in the industry that are tuning in just to see what the hell I'm talking about or whatever shit I'm spewing. And that's so many of you that I've never met before in my life that I would consider you pretty much a friend. If I wouldn't recognize you walking down the street, but if you were to say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I watch you every Monday night, I'd be like, bro, girl, dude, whatever the fuck, let's go buy a drink. Let's go have a drink and let's just go hang out for a bit. Again, I'm not going to read any more comments. I just wanted to say I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Again, there's still, even now when I'm signing off, several hundred of you here, which just blows my mind. Why do y'all even pay to ask me a question or just comment or just donate? It just blows my mind. This night, I understand. I was taking a drink every time I saw a super chat come through. I'm probably not doing that next week. But again, thank you guys. God bless you all. I appreciate every last one of you. I consider you guys, all of you, amazing. And if you need a job reference, put me down. I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a good night. Take it easy. And I will see you all. I already said next Monday. With that, I got just a little bit left. You can barely see it. Cheers, Solancha. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Love you all. God bless.